Elul is an unbelievable time. It's an unbelievable time of the year. It's a time of such tremendous opportunity. And a lot of times people say, in Europe the fish would tremble in the ponds from Elul. Bismanenu, I don't think that's working so much for us anymore. It's not the hergish that we can properly process that gefühl, properly process that feeling. We need to revert a little to something that goes before. In Europe, the fish would tremble in the ponds, to the Pirkei Reb Eliezer. So Midrash comes before Europe. It's quoted in the Torah. That these are days of amazing rachamim, amazing desire that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us. When we say that the Rem is that Elul is Anila Dodi V'Dodi Li, right? I am to me, I am to my beloved is to me. That doesn't sound like shaking in the pond. That sounds like the king is in the field. That feels like my beloved is waiting for me in the field to come meet him. As such, these are Yemei Ratzon. These are days of such unbelievable desire. Unbelievable desire that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to be with us. The full mashal of the Baal Tanya. Right? The full mashal of Baal Tanya, we just know Melech Besadeh. You've heard Melech Besadeh, right? I hope a little bit. Yeah, a little bit Melech Besadeh we've heard? No? Yes? No? Yeah, I'm just making sure. Like, the whole mashal is that the king is waiting in the field to meet you and then bring you into his capital city and then into his throne room. And he greets everyone b'sever panim yafos, and that everybody can talk to him about whatever it is that he needs. You say, Melech B'Sadeh, that's nice, and it's a great visual, but there's more to it, because the entire point is to bring us in. Is to bring us in. So for the non-Sephardim among us, right? For the Sephardim among us, we already know. They already know the secret. What motivates a person to get up for 40 days early in the morning and say slichus? I'll tell you a secret that the Ashkenazim don't know. The Sephardim, I'm going to let the secret out, is because it was Ashkenazi slichus, nobody wanted to do it for 40 days. But the Sephardic slichus are exactly that tznuah. They're exactly that, that feeling. What happens? Where else can you do? Would a whole bunch of people get together and start to sing together? Chatanu lefanecha rachem aleinu. That's a pretty jazzy sound. And even you'll see sometimes you'll hear you'll see on a soccer field in Israel a bunch of you don't think that they're religious soccer players. All of a sudden they score a goal, they grab everybody and start jumping up and down, singing slichot together. What? Because they chop the message. The king wants to see us. The king wants to meet us. The king wants to be with us. So Ashkenazim, we have a secret weapon also. You might not know it. That our secret weapon is LeDavid. If you look in the Masak Midvash Siddur, or maybe he quotes in the Shabbos Siddur, that the reason why we say Dafka LeDavid, we've got a bunch of little ramazim in LeDavid, of course. Ori v'Yishi. Ori is Rosh Hashanah. Yishi is Yom Kippur. Hodner says Yishi is because Hashem saves us from ourselves. It's another drasha. It's another drasha, but it's brought from either Baal Shem Tov or the Ari that there are 13 Haskaras Shem Havaya. 13 times it says Yud Kei Vav Kei in LeDavid for the 13 Midos HaRachamim. The 13 Midos HaRachamim. And with that, we'll get to touch a little bit from the Baal Halul, and then we'll sing a little bit more. But the 13 Midos HaRachamim, who knows 13? I know 13, right? Who knows 13? I know 13. 13 are the ways that Hashem is kind. Hashem makes us derech tshuva horesa. The Sephardim again are already saying this. The Ashkenazim, we'll get to it soon. Hashem, you showed us a way. You showed us a way. You paved us a path. You paved us a way, a path home to you. Right? You paved us a path home to you. And that's the Yud Gimel Midos HaRachamim. The 13 paths home. Now Rav Kook, Schusa Yagen Aleinu, the Baal Halula, says deliciously, the Oros of Tshuva is a wellspring. You want to know how to do Tshuva. Do tshuva in a way that it's going to uplift you in every part of your life and be a bigger, better you. And even uplift the gvura inside of you also. Even uplift the yira, but also uplift the ava, everything within its proper portions. Learn the Oros Tshuva. Cook said you have to learn the Oros Tshuva without end. Weinberger, when he gave Shir and Oros Tshuva, they thought he was going to stop at the end of Tishrei, and he went on for another 6 years, every Friday morning. Because you need to learn Oros Tshuva without end, really gvul. So he talks about an idea called tshuva sichlas. The tshuva sichlas is the tshuva that's the most amazing thing that takes all of your demerits and makes them into merits. That makes even the wanton mess ups, mistakes, sins even, and transforms them into merits. He says, "Umotzim ishigionot limodim nisgavim." We transform it into unbelievable, learned life lessons. Limodim nisgavim, the most ethereal of lessons. Who knows 13? I know 13. 13 are the ways that Hashem is kind, the Yid Gimel Midos Arachmim, but they're also the Yid Gimel Midos Shatorah Nidrashas Behem. To learn up. The Yid Gimel Midos Harachmim are the Yid Gimel Midos Shatorah Nidrashas Behem. In the same way, I can take any parsha in my life and learn it up differently. Tshuva gives me the ability to take a situation, because we know that the Gemara tells us that a person only really learns about life once you failed. If you don't try, you'll never fail, but you'll never accomplish either. So that when you fail and you learn from it, this becomes a limudim nisgavim, the highest teaching. Failure is an unbelievable teacher. If we are afraid to fail, then we're afraid to try. But if we say, I'm going to do the best I can, and if I fail, so then I'm going to learn from that too. That's an unbelievable learning. That's an unbelievable tshuva. That's what Rav Kook refers to as tshuva sichlit. Rav Kook wanted us to not just think that tshuva is something you do from Elul to Yom Kippur, but tshuva is also Rav Rosenzweig Shlita says in his Sefer on Tshuva on Yom Kippur. The Rambam places Hilchos Tshuva at the beginning of the Yad HaChazakah to tell you that Tshuva is not something only for Kurbanos, or only for Hilchos Eidos, or only for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Tshuva is shaykh all year long. Rav Kook says in the introduction, Tshuva is the cornerstone that all of our hopes are based on, both personal and communal. Tshuva means to be bigger and better and better and bigger. That's something we can sing about. We'll talk about it a little bit more, afterwards. We're here to sing and eat a little bit too. So let's sing and eat a little bit more also. Ein Yerush? Can we do Ein Yerush? Ein Yerush?